So once again, last week I asked all of you what you wanted to see me make on my YouTube channel. You had 24 hours to like a comment, leave a comment, and whatever comment had the most likes in 24 hours was what I was gonna make. The comment that won was ramen. Something that was really important to me is that we just used top ramen noodles. Like the kind that you can get at Walmart, I think for like 20 cents. So don't be confused. This is not a traditional ramen, but this is my ramen. I wanted a super flavorful, hearty bone broth. So we're gonna go with beef bone marrow bones, and we're gonna make a bone marrow broth. We're gonna prep some mushrooms, bok choy, and some amazing soy sauce marinated soft boiled eggs. It's gonna be amazing and flavorful, but something that anyone that is watching this right now can easily attain. Let's just get to it. For the broth, you need 4 cloves of garlic, smash those, leave the skin on, 2 shallots, cut those in quarters, leave the skin on, and about a 2-inch knob of garlic, leave the skin on, and just slice that up. Dump it all into a large pot, or if you want to make this more weeknight friendly, you can totally put it in a crock pot. And the star of the show, bone marrow bones. So we're adding 1.5 pounds, it's 2 pieces for me. We're gonna add 6 pieces of sugar-free uncured bacon. This is gonna add some smoky fattiness to the broth. And we're adding white anchovies. So they are big anchovies, and I left mine in the refrigerator so the olive oil solidified, but you get the idea, 2 big pieces. Plop those in and add about 2 tablespoons of Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. Add 2.5 quarts of water, that's 10 cups. Bring that over to the stove and put it on high heat. We want this to boil. And while we're waiting on that, bring another pot in, set that to boil as well. And this is for our eggs. So plop in 4 eggs or however many you want. And once they're all in, lower the temperature to medium and let them cook for 6 minutes. By now your broth should be boiling, so put a lid on, lower the heat to medium-low, and let that cook for 2 to 8 hours. For the marinated eggs, you need 1/4 cup soy sauce, 1 tablespoon unseasoned rice wine vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes, 1/2 cup water, and 2 sheets of seaweed snackz. Once the eggs are cooked, cover them with cold water and let them hang out for a minute. And I totally forgot to mention in the intro that we're also eating steak. This is a New York strip. I'm gonna season both sides with salt and pepper and just tap it around to make sure that everything is fully coated. And I just pop that in the fridge until I'm ready to use it. And to peel my eggs, I like to crack it all over and then kind of roll it around and just peel it. I dunk it back in the water just to get all the little bits off and pop it into the marinade. Repeat with the remaining eggs. And once again, let those hang out in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them. Next up, let's prep our vegetables. I'm gonna thinly slice the bok choy, trim the ends off of the mushrooms, and thinly slice those as well. By now you know I love to cook in beef tallow, so put some in a cast iron pot, set it to medium-high heat, add in your mushrooms, and cook them on the first side undisturbed for 5 minutes. Toss them around and let them cook for another 2-ish minutes. Use a slotted spoon to get them all out, put them in a bowl, and then immediately drop in your bok choy. Only cook this until it's starting to wilt and starting to brown. Put it in a bowl, and boom, you're done. So at this point, my broth has been cooking for about 4 to 5 hours, and boy, has it been brothing. And I don't like to waste things, so take tongs, put all your little bacon pieces on a cast iron pan, a cold cast iron pan. Turn it to medium-high heat and use a splatter pan. I'm not kidding about the splatter pan. It is necessary. It will splatter everywhere. During this time, you can use a strainer to get all of the bits out of your broth and just put that into a bowl. And behold, your beautiful golden broth. At this point, your bacon should be ready to flip. Use your splatter pan to protect yourself if you need to, and just cook everything until nice and crispy, and then put it on a wire rack. Leave all that bacon grease in there because we are going to fry our steak. Cook it for about 5 minutes on the first side until a nice golden crusty crust has developed. Flip it over, and there isn't going to be a lot of fat in the bottom of the pan, but whatever is in the bottom of the pan, spoon it over the steak because fat is flavor, baby. Cook it just another 2-ish minutes. Both sides should be nice and crusty and crispy, and then just put it on your wire rack. To a pot of boiling water, we're gonna add our noodles. So take that seasoning packet, throw it away, and then dump in your noodles. Cook them until they're your perfect tenderness. Strain it out. And don't think I forgot about the bone marrow. I didn't. There's a lot of goodness in there, so make sure you get it. Don't waste it. And let's do the final seasoning on the broth. Add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 to 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and about a tablespoon of honey. Give it a little mixy mix to combine, and let's prep everything else. Slice your soft-boiled egg in half, roughly chop your bacon, and thinly slice your steak against the grain. Cut your nori sheet in half, and you are done. I mean, ramen noodles, like top ramen noodles. Nothing compares. So make a big mound in the center. We're gonna build around that. Gonna take a little bit of the bok choy, put it down, put it in the mushrooms. I'm gonna slice this steak in half and then really stack her up. Our eggs, we'll put the seaweed right here and then just top it off with your broth. All right, let's eat. And it has to be the perfect bite. Oh man, the broth is bananas. Gotta try the steak. So salty, so yummy. And it really absorbs the broth. So it's like super juicy with broth. It's beyond. All of the little sides really make this special. Super easy, super straightforward while not compromising any flavor or complexity or just ramen enjoyment. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. You know what to do to make the algorithm happy. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.